just a bit.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the center filling out the middle. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center position.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And Giannis throws it down. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster. And I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. So I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it.
Here's Holiday after the basket by Jusuf Nurkic. Middleton on the wing. Six on the shot clock. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Here's Lopez, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Kicks it out to McCollum. That's a two from Lillard, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here is Holiday. Back to Lopez. Nurkic with the steal. McCollum finds Nurkic. Kicks it out to Covington. Back to Nurkic. Holiday brings the double team. Nurkic the pass to Covington. No good on the triple. And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That is his first foul of the game. On offense here, the Bucks. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Lopez kicks to DiVincenzo. Back to Lopez. Rebound by the Trailblazers. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Powell, no one around him. The three-pointer, no good. Bucks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. And now Covington running the floor all by himself. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Beyond the arc. Up again. And it's Lillard on the follow. Lillard's got his second basket.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. Giannis against Covington. Lopez left side. Just 5 on the clock. Holiday finds Lopez. Trying to get something going. And it's rebounded by Covington.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
And a wide open look for McCollum. No good with the triple. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. The drive by Lopez. DiVincenzo. No dice on the putback jam. Trailblazers leading by 4. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Bobby Portis has checked in for Milwaukee. And then for the Trailblazers, Cantor checked in for Jusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Derek Jones in for Norman Powell. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And here we go, Trailblazers with a fast break. Lillard outside. McCollum outside. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. The shot's good from Cantor.
Oh, Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Bounce pass, Holiday. Portis finds Middleton. Can they get it? Back to Portis. Stolen by Cantor. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Jones, the pass to Cantor. Jones with it. Defended by Middleton. Anthony with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And it's McCollum in the corner. Nobody near Lillard. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Up in time. He made it! He caught it!
Big time!
Wow! And so it's Portland with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And we'll be right back.
I think the underdog story, started.
And Greg, playing with a chip on his shoulder, has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Portland.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard. They're playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Portland, Derek Jones is out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's McCollum. And it's Simons in at the one spot.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter.
Watch out below when Middleton rises up like that. Remarkable at punching it down on him.
Here's Simons. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to Cantor. Lets it go from 14. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Cantor's got the lead up to 10 now for Portland. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Portis. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
Taken away. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Here's Connaughton. That one falls. Connaughton's got his first points in this one.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knocks out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Connaughton passes to Portis, and Portis throws it down.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Now here's McCollum. He's covered closely. Outside Anthony. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Tucker. The shot by Anthony, no good. Bucks trail by 6. To the inside. Here's Connaughton. And it's Portland with the rebound. Cantor's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Jones finds McCollum. Here's Cantor. Tries again. It's deflected. 1:36 left here in the second. Tucker, the pass to Forbes. Back to Tucker. Lets it go. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 6 rebounds in the game. The 3 from McCollum gets the three-pointer to fall. McCollum's got himself on the board with 3 there.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Connaughton passes to Portis. Got a hand on it, but they'll get another chance. Passes it to Forbes. Goes back up. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Trailblazers leading by 9. The 3 from McCollum, and that comes off the assist by Jones. McCollum's got 6.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And Forbes kicks it to Tucker. Puts up a 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And then for the Trailblazers, Giles comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And Norman Powell subbed in for C.J. McCollum.
It is simply amazing to watch Antetokounmpo sprint the floor like an Olympic track star, covering up so much ground with those long strides the way he does.
And so it's the Portland Trail. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets under.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, Kent. After 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They lead by 10. Shaq, how do you think? That's all for now. Say good.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been a clinic so far from Enes Kanter.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Don't let his height fool you. Lillard can rise up with the best of them.
Holiday against Lillard. And the rebound by Nurkic.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Covington wide open. He fires. His 3-pointer's off the mark. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. A 12-point game. Holiday finds Lopez. That one, no good. Great D that time from Nurkic.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. McCollum's checked in. Lillard outside. It's Covington on the wing. Back to Lillard. Giannis against McCollum. Nurkic trying to get open, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. A different look for Milwaukee. Portis comes in for Brook Lopez. And Middleton subbed in for Antetokounmpo. Bucks trail by 12. Outside Holiday. Pass to Portis. The kick out to Holiday. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Jones is checked in. McCollum against DiVincenzo. The putback. It's good on the putback. Nurkic has got the lead up to 14 now for the Trailblazers.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Middleton inside the three-point line. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more. Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
And a deep three from Lillard. Drops in the tray off the fast break. Lillard's got 5 points in the quarter. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Covington's there.
You know, what you really like about Antetokounmpo is he wants to keep getting better. I'd say he's accomplished that and then some.
The Bucks shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. A minute 42 left in the third. Lillard scanning the floor. And Jones has it in the corner. He dishes it to Nurkic. And the rejection by Giannis. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. A different look for Milwaukee. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And it's Antetokounmpo, top of the key. Here's Connaughton. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Man, what a special player Antetokounmpo is, sharing the sugar there. The vision he showed, nice job finding the open man.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. And that one, good. 6 points for Nurkic.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Lillard outside. And he's good on the three ball. Lillard's got 15 points.
That's one of the reasons Lillard is out there. He gives you that deep threat.
Covington against Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Lillard, right side. Puts it up from 12. Clock at 6. Portland moving the ball around. Here's McCollum. Great look there, but off target.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th, they've got Norman Powell. Anthony is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Simons in at the 2 spot. Lopez kicks to Antetokounmpo. And the 3 off target.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
And it's Lillard missing.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Here's Simons, and the pass to Powell. Lillard, right side. A three ball. Portland again missing. Bucks trail by 14. Pass to Tucker. Back to Lopez. Passes it to Forbes. Fires the three. Rebounded by Anthony. The Trailblazers have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Pass to Simons. Over in the corner, Lillard. Cantor against Lopez. Cantor, the pass to Carmelo. That one a little long. Milwaukee's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here is Forbes, covered by Lillard, and the dunk by Lopez. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Trying to get open is Lopez. And the shot no good, a bit short. And that's an intentional foul. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And a switch here also for Portland. McCollum's checked in for Anthony Simons. Lillard up top, guarded by Holiday. McCollum outside. It's Powell on the wing. Back to McCollum. Cantor inside, working on Portis. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
The 15-footer. He can't get that one. Now Portland takes it the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's foul number 2 for him. So for the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Enes Kanter. And Robert Covington subbed in for Carmelo Anthony. Covington passes to Nurkic. And stolen by Portis. Inside, DiVincenzo. Rebounded by McCollum. Trailblazers leading by 14. Right side, Covington. Shoots over Portis. Covington's shot is off. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Antetokounmpo finds Holiday. Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D. Allen's position, you could see the frustration on his face. No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Trailblazers.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Enes Kanter.
He was really important under the basket, making the plays down low and getting position to pull in rebounds.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Unloads. Converts on the jumper for the easy 2. And the Trailblazers lead by 16.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Left side, Antetokounmpo. 8 feet away. And the bank shot is good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And here they come. Here's Nora. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And he makes the first.
Shooting for Milwaukee.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them this.
welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And coming to you today from... And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
They say misery loves company, and both teams now suffering with injuries. But in the end, it balances out.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Griffin, Brown out there with Harden. Then it's Joe Harris, and it's Jordan in at the center position. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Giles is out there with Derek Jones, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Blake Griffin. And Doris, tonight, 2 experienced teams will be battling.
Well, what you come to expect with experienced rosters are excellent defensive rotations, game plan discipline. These guys know how to play the game. So let's see how this plays out.
Now, here is Harden. In the corner, it's Harris. Brown against McCollum. 5 on the clock. Brown kicks to Griffin. Wide open. Off the iron that time.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Throws it up high, and Jones slams it in.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
And here's Harris from the arc. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. McCollum outside. Nurkic kicks to Giles. McCollum up top, puts it up. Hits the jumper in space.
And you can't give McCollum any space. Always a threat to pull the trigger.
McCollum against Brown. Pass to Jordan. Brown outside. Back to Jordan. Shoots over Nurkic. The shot, no good. And it's Portland the other way. And now here comes Jones leading the break.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Brown feeling out a bit. The pass to Harden. Doesn't go that time. Some solid defense from Lillard. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing under control. And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Trailblazers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Jones. And it's Powell in for McCollum. Stolen by Kanter. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Lillard. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss. Griffin passes to Irving. And here again, the Trailblazers in transition. Up the court they go. Powell finds Lillard. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Major props to Lillard there. Terrific focus to get hit on that shot and still deliver.
Right side, Griffin. In the corner, it's Harris. And again, it's the Nets missing. Trailblazers leading by 7. Bobs it up for Kanter. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Boy, Kanter is a big-time target. Sometimes just throw it toward the rim. He'll take care of the rest.
Harden outside. Irving for 3. Harden with it. Kanter cover. Harden dishes to Griffin. To stop the drought. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession.
They got very fortunate there, guys. They should just take their time on offense and not try to force things.
Simons, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Then for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Aldridge. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. And Luwawu subbed in for Harris. Now here's Powell. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Cantor. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Irving from outside the arc. And Cantor pulls it down. Trailblazers leading by 11. 27 seconds left in the first. And the basket by Lillard.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. It's Harden with the drive and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
As crafty as they come, Harden uses that tremendous body control to his advantage.
Harden hits them both.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Anthony against Green. No good there. Harden with the defensive effort. Here's Irving. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end the game. It can go a long way between a W or an L.
And so it's Portland with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched upon.
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
They've got Derek Jones. Anthony out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's C.J. McCollum, and it's Powell in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Now, here's Kanter, and it's good for two. Kanter's got 6.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
It's Harden with the drive, and Harden with the stuff.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Irving against McCollum. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. To the middle, here's Kanter, and the layup's good off the glass. Kanter's got 4 this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Irving surveying the floor. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, Kyrie Irving, if you're open, he will find you. This guy is a scorer, but he understands others have got to come along with him.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yusuf.
The pretty dunk brings down the house.
McCollum outside. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. It's Jones on the wing. That shot off, and Brooklyn will come the other way. Nobody near Irving. And a miss there on the triple. Trailblazers leading by 8. Floats it up there for Nurkic. Throws down the alley-oop slam. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Irving against Lillard. Outside Aldridge. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Aldridge has got 4 this quarter.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Lillard up top. He's covered by Brown. Lillard attacking. Hits. Got that one from Nurkic. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
That's tipped. Here's the break. Here's Giles. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. To the wing right side. Lillard outside. And there's a whistle. That goes on Harry Giles. That is his first foul of the game. A different look now for Portland. Cantor checked in for Giles, and it's Powell in for Carmelo Anthony. And then for Brooklyn, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Aldridge. Blake Griffin comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Harris subbed in for Luwawu.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one. Well, outstanding contest on the shot, and then he's positioned perfectly to go after the rebound.
That'll do it for the first half. Trail. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson. Well, he's been an elite scorer for so long in the league. Jack, how does Damian... And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Nets. Brown out there with Harden. Then there's Griffin. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Harris in at the 3. Nets trail by 10. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Marcus Aldridge is checked in for the Nets. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Brown.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Lillard attacking.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And you look at his numbers from last year, 89% from the line, so hard to ask for much more than that.
And the first one drops.
Wearing the number 0 for a reason. Damian Lillard has it on his back for his city, Oakland, just the latest star from the town.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets, trailing by 10. Pass to Luwawu. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Back to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Here is Lillard. He's got 11. From deep. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Lillard looking around. From deep three-point range, but they recover it. It's hauled in by Harris.
Boy, yet another missed opportunity here. Whatever they talked about at halftime, it's not working.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
So for the Nets, Jeff Green, he's checked in for Aldridge. And Irving subbed in for Luwawu. Lillard against Harden. He feeds it to Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Well, this is often how DeAndre Jordan gets his points in a set offense, off the roll.
Lillard against Irving. Lillard the pass to Cantor. Powell inside. Harris is there. Just his first attempt. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Simons, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Griffin's checked in for the Nets. Brown comes in for James Harden. Outside Irving. Jordan the pass to Griffin. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Fades away. And that one hits back iron.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Well, Norman Powell, these last several seasons, has turned himself into a knockdown shooter. And obviously last season, much more involved on the offensive end. And that, to me, was his best performance to date.
Pass to Simons. To the paint. Cantor kicks to Powell. And it's blocked by Jordan.
The DJ twice on the pipes. No, sir. Get it out of here.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Now Irving. Harris outside. 6 to shoot. Powell with the steal. And now Portland on the break. Kicks it to McCollum. Poked away. Shot clock at 6. Covington finds McCollum. Here's Simons. Tries again. Here's Cantor. Great D that time from Jordan. Nets trail by 6. Oh, Griffin in position, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
Yet another way Griffin beats you. Great body control going up over the top.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. A special move before the shot. Now just a 2-point Trailblazer lead.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
McCollum kicks to Cantor. Griffin passes to Harris. Brown dishes to Irving. Got it off in time, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Portland out in front. They lead by 2. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. At the 2 and the 3, McCollum and Little. Ennis Cantor is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Simons in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Irving with the steal. Pass to Claxton. Dishes to Irving. 6 on the shot clock, so they take the lead. Irving's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Nets. McCollum outside. Down low. Here's Cantor. Kicks it out to McCollum. Drills the 3-pointer.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Irving passes to Luau. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. They've led by as many as 14 points.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Norkic checked in for Ennis Cantor. Giles comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Little. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anfernee Simons. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Chioza's checked in. Chioza scanning the floor. Yep, that one goes in there.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
To the left side wing. And there's the pass to Lillard. It's stolen. In transition, here come the Nets. Chioza passes to Claxton. That one good for 2. Claxton's got the game tied up here for the Nets.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
Giants. And no good that time. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
The Nets making a switch here. Harden's checked in. Green in the post. Defended by Jones. That one goes in.
And whatever it was at halftime worked because their offense far more effective here in the second. They finally found some sets that are working for them.
Lillard, the pass to Giles. Kicks it out to Lillard. That shot misses. Nice D from Aldridge. Pass to Luau. The Nets working the ball around now. Claxton. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Now it's a 4-point Nets lead.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Good on the triple. Lillard's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Harden against Lillard. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Damian Lillard.
You know, it tells you something about Harden that he's led the league in free throw attempts so many times. This man is always in attack mode.
The Nets making a switch here. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Aldridge. Griffin comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Joe Harris is checked in for Green, and Irving subbed in for Luwawu Cabarrot. Here's Lillard. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss. Brooklyn leading by 3. Harden outside. Back to Irving. Jordan kicks to Griffin. Good!
With a polished offensive game and an intense will to win, Griffin can definitely be trusted in crunch time.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. And the Nets with possession. Irving from long range. He can't get it to go.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. Lillard again missing.
When you're not in rhythm with the 3 ball, why do you keep firing from there?
Now, here is Harden. In the corner, it's Harris. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harris has got the lead up to 8 now for the Nets.
Well, catch and shoot. Is that Joe Harris's specialty? I think it is.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. This was, all right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight. There below is Barclays Center and the borough of Brooklyn, where there's never... And a few players on the shelf, but the big absence is someone this team is going to be missing tonight. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And for the Nets, we've got DeAndre Jordan. Harris is out there with Green. Then there's Irving, and it's Harden in at point guard. And the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered at the point guard position in particular. Much more scoring expected than in decades past.
I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feels secondary.
Irving against DiVincenzo. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
So clever. He finds different ways to probe inside, and Kyrie with a great finish.
Holiday against Harden. Outside Holiday. Tries from 16. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. And here are the Nets. It's a 3-point game. And on the way from Irving for 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Yeah, that's one of the more dangerous shots. The form, the quick release, everything for Kyrie in sync.
Outside, Antetokounmpo to the paint. Here's Lopez. Back to Giannis. Bucks passing it around. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. That 3 off the mark. The Nets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Here's Harden on the wing. Passes to Green. Jordan against Holiday. Back to Green. Nobody near Irving. A 3-pointer off the mark. The Bucks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Giannis outside. Dishes it to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
A great floor awareness as Antetokounmpo has a sense for when the D has overcommitted or shifted his way, and then he finds where his teammate is open on the floor.
Irving finds Harris. Now here's Jordan. Lopez with the steal. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. Chalk up 2 there. Antetokounmpo's got his second bucket of the game to go.
See the way Giannis kept going and kept his eye on the basket? That helped.
Holiday against Harden. From down in the low post, it goes.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. Back to Antetokounmpo. 5 to shoot. Can't hit that one. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Bucks trail by 4. To the inside. Deflects the pass. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. On the wing, Irving. 8 points for him. Jordan the pass to Irving. On the wing, Green. No good on the 3. And here's Holiday. No points in the game yet for him. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Good size and the ability to carve out space. Lopez battling on the rebound.
Here's Harden. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Pass to Lopez. Clock at 6. Fires from the line. Giannis, no good.
He lacks defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Green passes to Jordan. Over Lopez. Shoots a fader. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it. That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Fires from 14. Offensive rebound, nets. A shot by Harden, wide open. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, you could pretty much say that DeAndre Jordan's going to get a lot of his points right there, trolling around the rim.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
They've got Luwawu. He's out there with Harden. Griffin is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Claxton in at the four-man position. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Here's Tucker. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Well, he wants that one over again, I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
And Luwawu gets it to go.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Here is Forbes, guarded by Harden. Portis, and he banks in the layup. Portis has got his first 2 points.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
It's Harden with the drive, and Harden with the stuff.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Bucks trail by 8. Here is Forbes. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Fires from deep. Connects from three-point range.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Harden. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Bucket is good. Harden's got 4 points in the quarter.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Nets making a change here. Johnson's checked in. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Here is Forbes. He's guarded by Johnson. Now, here's Tucker. A rebound by Johnson. Here's Luwawu. The kick out to Aldridge. Right side, Griffin. Luwawu, the pass to Aldridge. The Nets working the ball around now. And Luwawu gets it to go. Luwawu's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nets.
Just another way Aldridge beats you. As a facilitator, very comfortable making decisions.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. How the passion in New York as a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence, and I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it. It's just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet. The Bucks making a switch here. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Claxton no good. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They trail by 7. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
Johnson against Holiday. Luwawu, the pass to Aldridge. Here's Luwawu. Antetokounmpo defending. Aldridge kicks to Luwawu-Cabarrot. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Inside, Antetokounmpo. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Brooklyn leading by 5. To the middle. Moving it up. Back to Antetokounmpo. There's 25 seconds left in the first half of the game. They get the rebound. And they double up Antetokounmpo. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so it's Milwaukee with it. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Lopez outside. No one near him. And again, the Bucks miss.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through his...
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarters.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They've got the 7-point lead. And over to Shaq. And
we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. Up the floor, and the jam by Harden. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets.
I feel like Kyrie is just never afraid of the challenge in front of him. Tougher the situation, seems like the tougher he plays.
Holiday feeds to Lopez.
Clearly a foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
A year ago, he had an 84% success rate on his foul shots, so he was a guy they were always happy to see at the line.
So much talk about Lopez and how much he has changed his game to fit the modern NBA. And I think what's most impressive is not just the ability to shoot the ball, but the ability to be effective while shooting the 3 ball. Brook Lopez has worked hard to do that.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game. And the Bucks with some changes. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo.
Just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
And stolen by Jordan. Irving attacking. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far. Shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Holiday. The shot missing. The Nets go the other way with it. And they go to the intentional foul. A different look for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Off the inbound pass. No good from Irving.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
To the wing on the left. Fires from the corner. And it's Connaughton missing.
Not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket. That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Bucks trail by 16. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Portis throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Harden kicks to Harris. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Connaughton passes to Portis. And the layup is good. Portis has got 6.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Harden scanning the floor. The pass to Claxton. Harris kicks to Irving. Pass to Jordan. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Passes it to Middleton. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
That's impressive. Flying towards the hoop, Chris Middleton saw just enough of a takeoff area to get to the rim.
Harden outside. Harris outside. Outside Irving. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Forbes. No good from outside.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Bruce Brown. He's checked in for James Harden. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton.
Antetokounmpo going to work now. These types of shots are pretty much in his range.
Now, here is Irving. D right on him. Jordan kicks to Irving. The 3. Lopez grabs the board.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's falling here since.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. DiVincenzo finds Giannis. Now here's Lopez, guarded by Jordan. Lopez, no luck.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
It's tipped. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Inside, here's Giannis. Oh, that was huge!
Incredible.
Oh, I would love to see Giannis in the dunk contest. Wouldn't that be sweet?
On its way from Irving for 2, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. We've got Tyler Johnson. Griffin is out there with Luwawu. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Brown in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Antetokounmpo, no good. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 17 points was their biggest margin. Aldridge with it. Picked up by Portis. Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Johnson. Here's Holiday. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. And Giannis throws it down.
And Giannis just gobbling up the rebound, just spreads his wing out there, and ball falls right into it.
Johnson against Holiday. Outside for Griffin. Right side Aldridge. 6 to shoot. Now the pass to Green. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Bucks trail by 11. Giannis with it. To the inside. Here's Portis. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
A good jumper with long arms, and it's that size that LaMarcus knows all that well. Doesn't want to give up any easy baskets.
And Griffin slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Offline with his 3.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Portis on the wing. Giannis hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Giannis has got 4 points this quarter. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Johnson, the pass to Aldridge. And the dunk by Aldridge.
I just really like how Tyler distributes the basketball, skilled at quickly getting the ball over to the open man.
To the paint. Here's Portis. The shot. Bank shot. No good.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. The Bucks also changing it up. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Here's Giannis. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And Giannis adding muscle to his frame for these types of situations. He'll keep getting bigger and stronger, but willing to take the hit.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Holiday against Harden. He kicks it to Jordan. Back to Harden. There's the triple. The rebound by the Bucks. Giannis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. The first one falls.
It's interesting as Giannis has grown in this league. The Greek Freak we know is so versatile, just competing to be one of the best players in the business.
Brooklyn leading by 10.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Brooklyn.
And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for James Harden.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
Lopez, no luck. One-on-one here. Takes the 3. Harden can't hit. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Antetokounmpo inside.
Well, Antetokounmpo does such a great job of using all he has at his disposal, which is mostly his frame, in drawing contact.
Both shots good from the stripe. And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. 17 points was their biggest margin. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. 3 seconds left. Kicks it out to Covington. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. The shot by Lillard, wide open. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Terrific talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Holiday, the pass to Giannis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Powell with the steal. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. Nurkic against Middleton. Kicks it out to McCollum. Three-pointer, Lillard. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Now, you don't see that very often. A wide-open 3 is usually like a layup for him.
An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
Here's McCollum. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Kicks it out to Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. He feeds it to Nurkic. Missed inside. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Milwaukee. Here's Middleton. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And that was a big-time finish. Middleton with the strength now to get hit and still complete the play.
Covington passes to Lillard. Back to Covington. The pass to Powell. Holiday against Lillard. Shot from free throw range. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
They're struggling here early. 1 for 5 now. The D has them bottled up so far.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score.
Whoa, what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Stolen by Holiday. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Back to Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
Lillard against Holiday. Lillard surveying the D. They grab their own miss. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Well, when you see the hard-working mentality of Nurkic, I mean, love how assertive he is on the offensive boards.
Antetokounmpo against Covington. Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Slammed home, and he draws. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
2 points. That one goes.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Trailblazers trail by 8. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
Strong finish by Cantor. The contact doesn't seem to affect his mechanics at all.
Portis kicks to Forbes. And the basket is good.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. Outside Anthony. Passes it to Cantor. 15 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Tucker with the ball. This one for 3. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Milwaukee in the driver's seat. Up. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upbringing.
I think it comes from the...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then it's Jones. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And Kanter throws it down.
Oh, man, what a slam by Cantor. His size lets him make easy work of those big plays in the paint.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. The buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Out to Anthony. Back to Kanter. Stolen by Tucker. And they're pushing it up. Here's Antetokounmpo. Portis, great positioning on the putback. Portis has got the lead up to 8 now for the Bucks.
What intensity on the glass from Portis. Junkyard dog. He worked so hard for the second chance opportunities.
Down low, Kanter, the pass to Simons. Anthony dishes to Kanter. Shoots over Tucker. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
Anthony on the wing. Pass to Jones. To the inside. Kanter kicks to Jones. Just 5 to shoot. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Kanter's shot is off.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. That'll get the whole team pumped up.
Forbes the pass to Portis. Off target from outside.
When the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Tips it up. It's good on the putback.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Trailblazers trail by 10. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now here's Anthony, guarded closely. Feeds to Cantor. Shoots over Portis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Bobby Portis.
Crafty pump fake by Cantor right there. Outwitted the defender and won himself a trip to the line.
Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Giannis dishes to Middleton. Antetokounmpo finds Lopez. Middleton on the wing, covered by Lillard. Lopez passes to Giannis. And now Portland on the break. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Lillard missing.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Giles checked in for Enes Kanter. And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Trailblazers trail by 8. Lillard from outside. And the rejection by Giannis. Inside. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. And Lillard kicks to Giles. Kicks it out to Lillard. Good if it goes. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. It's Milwaukee with the advantage at the half. They lead by 10. And you. That's all for now.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer, starting the second half. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Kicks it out to McCollum. Trailblazers moving the ball around. From the arc. Drills it from outside.
This is who McCollum is. Someone who's ready to fire as soon as the ball touches his hands.
Bucks leading by 9. Holiday surveying the floor. Here's Lopez. Kick out to Giannis. Pass to Middleton. Launches it. No good on that one. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Giles is checked in. No stopping him there. Jams it. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, You really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Portland. Norman Powell comes in for C.J. McCollum. Milwaukee also making some changes. P.J. Tucker comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Chris Middleton. And that one's good by Giannis.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now. And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Holiday against Lillard. There's the pass to DiVincenzo. Loads it up for Giannis. Powell with the steal. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. Here's Anthony. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
It would be a shame to make all this progress and let them off the hook. Got to keep the pressure on.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Over Anthony. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And Portland with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. And Lillard kicks to Anthony. Here's Covington. Count that bucket. And now just a 2-point Bucks lead.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Passes to Connaughton. Giannis inside. Anthony on him. Antetokounmpo with the bucket.
This system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
Lillard outside. Outside, Covington. And Lillard kicks to Powell. Kicks it out to Lillard. Lets it go with a 3. And another 3 for Portland.
Now he's starting to do good work beyond the arc. I mean, he had a dry first half, but now they're falling.
Out left to the wing. Back to Holiday. To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. Can't hit from the low block. Portland trailing here.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, no need to give the ball back here. You want to close this quarter with momentum. He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down hard.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. They've got Norman Powell. Anthony is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Jones. And it's Simons in the corner. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
You're dealing with a lot when you're guarding Cantor. Big frame, good moves, good feet, good finisher, and doesn't mind the physical battles.
A different look now for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And McCollum subbed in for Norman Powell.
You know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers' rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a roll out on his team.
Pass to Portis. Excellent D from Cantor.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the leg.
And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That is his first foul of the game. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. Cantor, the pass to Nurkic. Now the dish to Cantor. Jones against Middleton. And the basket by Jones.
And Simon's a bit undersized at that two-guard position. Only 6'3", but a natural 2 with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. I mean, have him come in firing from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point.
Portis can't get it to go. Trailblazers leading by 4, and he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Bucks making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Here's Simons. He kicks it to McCollum. Nurkic in the post. Antetokounmpo defending and finished off by Nurkic.
Rising off the ground with such intensity. When Nurkic is this close, he wants to slam it down.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic. But hey, bro, he had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. He was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look, guys, I've got all the confidence in the world in you. We've been down this road before. You know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
Thank you, David. Jones drives in, and he makes good on the layup. Jones has got the lead back up to 6 now for the Trailblazers.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Holiday dishes to Lopez. Nurkic against Antetokounmpo. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Giannis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
To the left wing. Here's Simons, guarded by Holiday.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Shooting for Portland, Anthony Simons. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Robert Covington's checked in for Portland. And so he makes both from the line.
Well, his free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
DiVincenzo against McCollum. And he dunks it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
McCollum, no good. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Harry Giles is checked in for Enes Kanter. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Lopez finds Middleton. For the three, buries the long-range jumper. Now just a one-point Trailblazer lead.
And this helps build chemistry. Lopez looking to share the ball wherever he can.
Nurkic in the post. Giannis is there. Lillard on top. From deep. Bangs home the trifecta. Lillard's got 11 points here in just the second half.
He wants the ball. They want him to have the ball. And as usual, he comes through in the clutch.
The kick out to Antetokounmpo. It's good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Lillard outside. To the middle. Nurkic the pass to Lillard. Shot clock at 6. Here's Giles. From deep. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And so Holiday will bring it up for Milwaukee. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Back to Middleton. Lets it go from deep. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Now, here's Nurkic. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. It was up for grabs right until the final second. And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And this is where you see the depth of your team put to the test. Neither squad at full strength in this one. So I expect to see adjustments in various matchups as the first half starts to shape up.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the center position. And for the Nets, Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. Then there's DeAndre Jordan, and it's Green in at the 4. Harden scanning the floor.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
Awesome form on the triple. Lillard with textbook technique.
Goes up on the high post, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
And Lillard kicks to Powell. Back to Lillard. No good that time. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Now here's Irving. Banked in off the glass. Irving's got his second basket of the game.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
Here's Lillard. And it's Lillard again missing.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And a wide open look for Irving. Cans it from downtown. Irving's got 7 points in the game.
As dead-eye and outside shooter that we have in the league, Irving has the ability to scorch you from there.
And it's sent back by Irving. Green in the...
Whoa! Watch out now!
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen.
And, fellas, he pulled it off to perfection.
Lillard with the bucket.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Harden against Lillard. Outside for Jordan. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable, and there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Harden can't hit. Trailblazers trail by 5. Anthony down low, guarded by Harden. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Cantor. Clock at 6. Here's Covington. Second shot opportunity, and scoring with the play inside is Cantor.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Now, here is Irving. 9 points in the game so far. Excellent D from Cantor.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 3-point lead. That one goes. Count it.
Set up on a platter that time by Harris. A room service dime right there.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lillard from deep three-point land. A rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Irving for 3. They get it again. A second chance effort. The 3. And the 3 ball is good. Irving's got 12.
You know, when Irving rises up to take these shots, so smooth in how he gets it done. He always seems to be in control.
Lillard from deep three-point land. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Brooklyn. Damian Lillard told us before the game, when asked how he's
humble beginnings. You know, I'm from.
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Griffin is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Irving. Then there's Brown. And it's Harris in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Count that one, and the Nets' lead has been cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Anthony. The net shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. On its way from Irving for 2. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. 14 points for him.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Simons, the pass to Cantor. Offensive rebound. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. On the wing, Jones. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Anthony finds Jones. Over Harris. Anthony can't hit. Nets leading by 10. Left side, Brown. Griffin can't get it to go in.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Simons. Second chance shot. Jones for 3. It's hauled in by Brown. Nets have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Irving from long range. Portland grabs the miss.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
And here's McCollum for 3. Griffin grabs the board. McCollum's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Brown drives in. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Brown's got the lead up to 12 now for the Nets.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Joe Harris. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Irving. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Nurkic is checked in. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Nurkic with the steal. Here's Simons. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Releases. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Taken away by Anthony. Nurkic, the pass to Simons. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot, and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Jones kicks to Nurkic. Anthony on the wing. From the corner. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Nets leading by 10. It's Brown with the drive. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Nurkic, Jones, no one around him. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. And here's Aldridge. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Pass to Johnson. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Brown. The pass to Claxton. Aldridge trying to break free. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint. Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
Johnson, the pass to Aldridge. Good on the shot. And the Nets lead by 14.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
Johnson dishes to Aldridge. And the dunk by Aldridge.
So effective in these screen and roll situations. Aldridge excels at taking what the defense gives him.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he?
The refs are much more lenient with that kind of situation.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. That was a combination of everybody and everyone. Everyone. Did you catch that?
I got it.
Yeah, Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. How about that first half, fellas? Kyrie Irving was red hot to start the first. He had 16 points, 2. And
after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Here's who Darius Stotts is starting the second half with. Norman Powell's out there with Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Giles in at the center, filling out the middle. Harden, that's good. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint.
Boy, Jordan is an alley-oop specialist, a big target with strength and bounce.
And a deep three from Lillard. The Trailblazers rebound. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Lillard against Harden. He feeds it to Jordan. Now Harden. And it's Harden slamming it down.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 6th rebound on the night. Irving from long range. That shot is off. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Powell, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Powell. Lillard outside. Shoots the 3. Again, the miss by Lillard.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
That's platinum level dime dropping right there by Harden. Such a smart passer. Gets us to his teammates on time and on target.
It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Lillard.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Outside Irving, the tray. No good on that one. Portland's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Three-pointer, Lillard. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got 7 rebounds in the game. Irving for 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Nurkic in the post. He's against Jordan. Lillard outside. Launches a 3. It's good from long range. Lillard's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Portland.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Harris kicks to Harden. 1:12 left to play in the third. Feeds it to Jordan. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Jordan's got 6 points in the quarter.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Now, here is Harden. 10 points for him. 27 seconds left in the third. Takes a 3. Powell pulls it in. Trailblazers trail by 10. Over in the corner, Lillard. From downtown, here's Nurkic. He gets it up, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. We've got LaMarcus Aldridge down out there with Tyler Johnson. Then there's Griffin, and it's Claxton in at the power forward position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Aldridge dishes to Johnson. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Over Jones. Johnson can't get it to go. Trailblazers trail by 10. Jones drives in. Pass to Cantor. Jones kicks to McCollum. They get it back.
And how about the perseverance offensively? I mean, following up the missed shot, and that results in second and third opportunities.
You've often heard it said that sometimes it boils down to who wants it, but who wants it is also tied to putting yourself in position to go get it.
Claxton the pass to Johnson. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And it's Aldridge missing. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That'll be his second foul of the game. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Portland. Lillard comes in for Anthony Simons. The shot, no good. Good D by Covington. Trailblazers trail by 8. Here's Cantor. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Johnson with it. Cantor covering. Johnson can't hit. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Anthony in the corner. Lillard with no one around. A three-pointer is right on target. Lillard's got 15 points in just the second half. And here is Johnson. Inside, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Johnson against Lillard. Pass to Cantor from 13. That shot missing. The Nets go the other way with it. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Claxton with the second effort. Tries yet again. Round kicks to Johnson. Griffin the bounce pass. Aldridge double team. Johnson finds Griffin. Johnson can't hit. Trailblazers trail by 5. And it's McCollum off the drive. And the shot goes down.
How about the fearlessness of McCollum? Doesn't shy away from taking or making the big shots.
1:41 left to play in the final quarter. Johnson, Aldridge trying to break free, and the basket by Johnson.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Here's Lillard, and so they foul intentionally. And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Aldridge. Joe Harris comes in for Blake Griffin. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Bruce Brown. And it's James Harden in for Johnson. Norman Powell's checked in for Portland.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Nets leading by 3. Harden outside. Harris outside. Back to Harden. And he goes big with the dunk right over Robert Covington.
How good is that? Harden commanding the ball in these moments. Loves stepping up at crucial times.
Lillard from outside. They get it back. Cantor kicks to Anthony. Over in the corner, Lillard. Shot clock at 5. Lobs it up for Cantor. That one misses. This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
Lillard from outside. Count it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Boy, and just look at what Damian Lillard is doing.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
On the wing, Irving. Guarded by Powell. And here's Harden for 3. Nails the tray.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
kicks it out to Lillard. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. So it's the Nets picking up the win. Probably a... David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for... Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for and a look at the injury situation. A lot of bodies absent for this team tonight, including a big name. So the Nets starting five. They've got Green. Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's Harris. And it's Jordan in at the 5. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5. And these teams both among the league's better defenses, Brent, with advanced stats and tracking. Do you think it's getting easier to measure and quantify what goes into great defenses?
I think there's technology, Kevin, that still needs to come along in order for some of the analytics guys to really truly assess positional defenders and where some of their arms and legs are. That will really help them define how these defenses are impacting some of the offenses and the way they play.
Here's Antetokounmpo following the basket by DeAndre Jordan.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
And the Nets making a change here. Claxton's checked in.
What improvement we saw during Giannis Antetokounmpo's first few years in the league. Went from raw to ridiculous in a hurry.
And Harden with the stuff.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Portis is checked in. Irving against DiVincenzo. Offensive rebound.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Giannis outside. Here's the 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, the more Giannis works on these kind of shots, and trust me, he is, the better he'll become.
Here's Irving. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
Wasted no time on that one.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Harden against Holiday. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Harden the pass to Claxton. Outside Irving. Three-pointer. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Yeah, that's one of the more dangerous shots. The form, the quick release, everything for Kyrie in sync.
Outside Holiday. Wide open look. It doesn't go for him. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Releases from 15. The shot, no good. Bucks leading by 3. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Here's Jordan. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He has 5, and Jordan sends it back. 4-on-3 break, and the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And some changes here for the Bucks. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And then for Brooklyn, Marcus Aldridge is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Griffin comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Brown in for James Harden. Here is Forbes. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Now, here's Aldridge. They trail by 3. On the wing, Brown. Here's Irving. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Kyrie not backing away from the contact there. In fact, welcoming that one tricked you into it.
58 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here is Forbes. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Portis. Shoots. Tucker can't get it to go.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Fast break, Milwaukee. Middleton leading the charge. Shoots over Brown. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Middleton the bucket on the assist from Tucker.
Chris Middleton has the size in this league that you need to finish on the inside. Way to get that one up quick.
A deep 3 from Irving. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Here is Forbes. He's covered by Irving. Portis kicks to Forbes. Off target from 3-point range. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Yeah, they were going right at the opponent here and forcing their hand. I mean, like literally making them foul them.
They've got Chris Middleton. Brook Lopez is out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Forbes in at the point. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Now, here's Aldridge. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. The finish. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Feeling more and more comfortable in this offense. That's just Chris Middleton making a play.
Out to the wing. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Now, here's Tucker, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Bucks making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in, and the Nets making a change here as well. Tyler Johnson, he's checked in for Brown. Here's Lopez. Here's Forbes. 3-pointer. Lopez, no luck.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. The shot will not fall. And here's Aldridge. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a 3-point game. Here's Johnson. Good, nice job down low.
Yeah, Tyler is one of those guys where we talk about toughness, and you can see why.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here is Forbes. He's guarded by Johnson. Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Back to Antetokounmpo. Some solid defense from Aldridge.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Johnson. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Excellent off-ball awareness as Brook was able to get over there and swat it away.
Back to Forbes. Lopez outside. To the right side. Connaughton passes to Lopez. And no good. Nice D from Aldridge. Brooklyn trailing. Greg, LaMarcus Aldridge taking more three-pointers last season, easily passing his career highs in attempts with almost 3 a game.
And Aldridge shot a very respectable percentage from outside. In order to play heavy minutes at the 4, you need to be able to shoot. Good to see Aldridge still adding new wrinkles to his game.
And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Griffin's checked in for Brooklyn. Here's Giannis following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. Here's Portis over Aldridge. Portis can't get it to go.
Yeah, it's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
And the pass to Griffin. Nets passing it around. Portis against Aldridge. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Floats it up for Giannis. Tries to save it. And so Milwaukee again turning it over. And here are the Nets. They've got an 8-0 run. Johnson inside, guarded by Holiday. Bucks trail by 3. Here's DiVincenzo, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Yep, that's a great look from Giannis there.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Johnson against Holiday. Johnson kicks to Luwawu Cabarrot. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Griffin passes to Aldridge. Shoots over Portis. And the Nets miss again. The Bucks have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. And Holiday has it in the corner. Fires the 3. The Bucks getting another chance here. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Green with the ball. Griffin finds Johnson. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Finished off the break. And the Bucks lead by 1.
Excellent display from Drew Holiday, running the fast break well and finding a way to nail that shot.
And that's the final possession with the night. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball. Follow it.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. The largest lead they had was 6. And that should do.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, Chris Middleton displaying his skills today.
There is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, I don't know if you have enough game plans to slow him down. How do you guard a guy that good?
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Setting the floor for the Nets. Green is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Irving. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Harden in at the point guard. So it's the Bucks now, following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. In transition, here come the Nets. Harden's got the ball.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Kyrie Irving with the rebound. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Lobbed up there for Green. And the rejection by Giannis. It's tipped. From past the arc. The kick out to Holiday. And it's off from three-point range. Nets leading by 4. Irving with a clean look. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Irving's got 8 points. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
And that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Here's Holiday. James Harden picking up that last basket. Holiday looking for an opening. Lopez dishes to Holiday. DiVincenzo kicks to Holiday. Let's go. Here's Lopez. It counts, and the foul. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And Milwaukee has possession, following the bucket by the Nets. Antetokounmpo kicks to DiVincenzo. Shot from 12. Giannis no good. Nets leading by 6. James Harden throws it down hard.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Harden kicks to Harris. Whistle blows, basket is, and now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Irving. Passes it to Brown. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Luwabu's shot is off. Bucks trail by 8. Giannis left side, and it's sent back by Aldridge.
A good jumper with long arms, and it's that size that LaMarcus knows all that well. Doesn't want to give up any easy baskets.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. The kick out to Irving. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Irving's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nets.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Giannis, no good.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Pushing it up. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Irving for three. DiVincenzo with the rebound. DiVincenzo's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Lays it up off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got his second bucket. 5 seconds left to play here in the third. Ball stolen. He got it up. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Back right after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. At the forward spots, it's the two Antetokounmpos, Thanasis and Giannis. Then there's Bobby Portis, and it's Connaughton in at the two-guard position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
Traditionally, we talk about power forwards. I mean, is that not Blake Griffin? It applies to every facet of his game.
Odion Kurucs, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. And a change for the Nets. Chioza's checked in. Here's Chioza. Five to shoot. Picked away. They're running. It'll go, and the Nets' lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Kurucs.
And a few more plays like that are all they need to make their comeback bid a real one.
Chioza passes to Johnson. Great look, but off the mark.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Aldridge up on top, 20 feet out, and right through it goes. And the Nets lead by 8.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Forbes the pass to Portis. The rebound by the Nets. Aldridge has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Here's Chioza. Lays it up and banks it in. And now a 10-point Nets lead.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Here's Connaughton. Stolen. In transition, here come the Nets. Knocks it loose. Here we go, one-on-one. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Connaughton's got his first basket.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Here's Luwawu. Outside for Griffin. Just 5 on the clock. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Aldridge misses.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. So it's the Bucks now to the inside. Here's Lopez. The offensive rebound. That shot off. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Brooklyn. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. And Middleton now atop the key. Back to Giannis. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
Well, Giannis so good in the paint, steps a little bit outside to the mid-range, and has the size and skill to get it done.
Pass to Irving. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
I don't know how he does it, but Kyrie does such a great job to get deep position and convert, separating himself from other point guards in the league with that finishing ability.
Now here's DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez at the elbow. Outside Holiday. 6 to shoot. Lopez kicks to Holiday. Lets it fly. The rebound by the Nets. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Swiped away. Claxton the pass to Harris. Here's Irving. Onto Tacumbo trying to free himself up. And Irving with the basket on the assist from Harris.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight. Getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
And the first one at the line is good. That one misses.
And that should be enough to get the job done, even though he didn't get all of them.
From deep. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Perry passes to Chioza. Here's Claxton. Another shot. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Claxton's got the lead up to 13 now for the Nets. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. And the Bucks miss again. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.